Hello and welcome everyone, once again, to the Bard's Tale 4. We are here once again for Chapter 5 now, and I'm going to be doing a little bit of an interlude quest. Not the main story. We have a couple things to do before we start entering the tower here. I mean, spoilers. Whoops. Hahaha. Before the next quest, we're going to be doing a couple things, and let's get right into it here. Okay, there we go. Load it up. So, I have a list. I brought a list.
The song I sing will tell the tale of a cold and wintry day, of castle walls and torchlit halls, and a price men had to pay. When evil fled and brave men bled, the Dark One came to stay, till men of old, for blood and gold, had rescued Skara Brae.
Alright, and that's that. So, back to our save. We had just finished off dealing with the Green Lady's issue, and we have freed the children. I'm going to go ahead and have, okay, I have a list, a clear list. I spent like a good long time going through all of the things that we needed to do, and I've got a list. Let's hope we can get them all done. So first, let's go ahead and complete the Hidden Hand, which is just to speak with Rabbi. Pretty easy quest. This actually takes us right beside the Adventurers Guild, this entrance, which is very handy. So, quick and easy. Turn to your left, turn to your right, and you're here. So,
stay in the camp.
Let's go ahead and finish off this quest. The other thing is, I'm gonna pop in here and chat with Rosco, because we have a quest to do with Rosco. And also, our torch is actually off cooldown, so we need to find a green fight to fight in order to maximize the amount of gold that we can make here. So I'm gonna go up, talk to Rosco here, and, well, do a little bit of shopping.
A practitioner. Listen, I want you to know that though I am Rosco, this is not the Emporium, and what I have on sale here in no way reflects the quality of the goods that I offer there. I'm only here selling this rubbish because the Emporium has been flattened by a giant and occupied by Trow. Now, how can I help you? Yes, the seventh of that name, and the first, Fian helped me, to abandon the store. Even in the aftermath of Tarjan's destruction, my ancestors kept the doors open, while I'm a disgrace to the name.
Tell us about your Emporium.
The rarest, most exclusive collection of magical and mystical items, elixirs and ingredients ever assembled in Skara Brae, now pounded into rubble and occupied by Trow mercenaries who are ambushing every poor practitioner who comes through the door looking for me. It is an intolerable situation. My reputation and Oh, just a moment. I don't suppose you... Oh, but of course you would. What adventurer wouldn't? Well, when I escaped the Emporium, I happened to take with me a lantern of illusion. If you could drive out the Trow that currently occupy the Emporium, then set the lantern on the hook outside the door, it will make the place impossible for undesirables to find until I can return and clean it up a bit. After that, if you find yourself in need of best quality magical merchandise, why, I would gratefully sell it to you for a deep, deep discount. What do you say?
I say that sounds pretty good. You have us a deal.
Then here is the lantern, and here is the location of the Emporium. Be careful, though. There are a lot of Trow there, and they aren't the friendly sort.
Ah, the sellsword Trow have moved into Rosco's Emporium.
Thank you for coming to Rosco's.
Okay.
Please,
So,
come again.
that means the quest for the day is... spells is what we sells. Well, there's that, and then also a stabbing headache. So those two are going to be the quests that we're going to be doing today. And a little other, little bonus fight. And I'll show you that once we finish this off here.
Ringneck, Dalglish, Lady, all returned. Some good news at last. Thank you for helping them, friend. Well, what did you discover then? More trouble?
Definitely more trouble.
Mine was a sad business, Rabbi. A gang of Trow sellswords killed some dockmen and made it look like well-bottomed Trow did it.
I found the dog who was attacking my clients. But sadly,
Poor
not before
Paladin
he'd killed
Tavish.
poor Paladin Tavish. Murdered them disguised as me.
Such a great guy.
And I found the missing children I sought. But to my dismay, their kidnapper was indeed an elf. One of the exiled court, impersonating me.
Ah, there's no denying it now. This is all a campaign to ruin the reputation of every elf, dwarf, trow and practitioner in Caith. But why?
That is a good question. What's the deal with the Fatherites, and why are they involved in this?
There's more. We found notes on the troublemakers. Orders from Mage.
I know they're terrible people right now, and they've got a pretty terrible management.
And a map. Show him, hero.
What's this map?
Mage. Isn't that the sorcerer who tried to turn Mage Alguin against us all?
I think we forgot to
And
look
now
at the map.
he's giving orders to the court of you and Willow? That's an evil alliance if ever there was. Now let's see this map.
Kind of wish they put it up here for
Can't
us
make out the
to see.
writing, but that's Kyleran's tower. Mage Alguin makes his home in its cellars. And these arrows. An attack?
They couldn't turn them. Maybe they're out to end him this time.
That'd be a disaster.
Indeed. Alguin is Scarab Bray's greatest scholar. If they were to kill him.
Ah,
That is
if
a issue
Alguin's
with
in
the
trouble,
Battle of Information.
all four of you should go to his aid, but I need to send someone to warn the dwarves of what's happening here. Our friend Tanbarin volunteered to return home to warn the elves, but no one has yet agreed to go to the Hernhold. Hero,
Wait a
I'd
second.
send you, but the dwarves don't trust them they don't know. The others, though, they've all been to Canestia before.
I just realized Tanbarin actually sounded familiar, and I'm like, who's Tanbarin? I wonder if we ever meet him. And then I remembered, you actually do meet him, although quite a bit later on, and not for very long. No spoilers, though.
I'll go if you ask. I left the Hernhold for a reason. I don't long to go back.
Okay, so we have to here choose one of the three people. So Dalglish is saying he left for a reason, and he doesn't want to go back.
I too will go if asked, though Alguin is a dear friend, and I would go to him first.
Green Lady wants to go help her good friend out, make sure that he is safe.
I can't make
No,
the decision, friend.
and I
Who would you have at
accidentally
your side?
double-clicked.
Tell me who should go,
Oh no.
and the other two will come with you to
Ringneck
help
had
Alguin.
the same sort of story with wanting to make sure that Alguin was okay. So, I'm gonna let the two friends, or the two that wanted to check up on their friends, I'm gonna let them do so. And Dalglish is a dwarf, so I'm gonna send him to go warn the dwarves. And that's how it's gonna be. Usually, I send Ringneck, but this time, I'll send Dalglish. Ringneck does have the has the option to remove armor now, so we should be fine here. Alright, go ahead and let Dalglish go to the Hernhold.
Very well. It's you, Dalglish. Go swiftly and stay safe.
I will
Alright.
not fail. Best of luck to you all, and give my regards to Alguin.
So here we are. We now have extra unlocked slots of our party. So if we wanted to, we could actually go ahead and hire some mercenaries and replace both Ringneck and Green Lady, and even adding one more. However, we are going to get another person in the party that is going to fill up this slot and lock it up. For the sake of a bit of the story and a bit of getting to know both the rogue's playstyle as well as the mage's playstyle, we're going to keep these two in here, and we'll see another practitioner shortly, and he's going to enter the party, and he'll have an entirely different playstyle to the Green Lady. So we'll get to see both of those, and then after, we will go ahead and swap our party out once the third slot here, or I guess fourth slot, will be unlocked for good. So let us continue with this party.
So long, Dalglish.
Farewell, dearest Dalglish.
Stay strong.
You're a great guy, but see you later, buddy. So we got a bit of XP, we got a bit of gold, and we got a mercenary token. So we're up to 4 mercenary tokens now. Which means we could actually go chat with Mercy, the mercenary captain.
If you want something, spit it out. No time for any hemming and hawing.
Not exactly the kindest personality, but she's good at management and she gets the job done.
Aside from listening to Jackdaw and Numpties, I hire out sellswords to them that can afford it. Are you in the market?
Sellswords. We are looking for a sellsword. It's going to cost 1 mercenary token to buy a sellsword. There are 2 things that mercenary tokens can be used for. 1. Oh. Huh? I just saw this one. It's grayed out, but it says, I have a problem and no one else can help. I need to hire a team. So you get 8 mercenary tokens, or it costs 8 mercenary tokens. And you need to have 6 party slots in order to do it. But apparently you hire 6 people. I'm not sure if they come at a higher level. But, like, you could hire each person individually. So I'm not sure why it costs 2 extra mercenary tokens. Anyways. So, yes, the 2 ways to use mercenary tokens. You can use them to hire a sellsword, which is essentially just buying an entirely new character, and being able to essentially do character creation all over again. Pick the race, pick the class, pick all of their skills, and they will be of the level of the person with the highest level on your team. They'll have essentially like 0 XP. They'll start like 0 XP on the highest level of the level on your team. So if you've got someone that's leveled up more, for example, the person we're going to find next is actually starting at level 8. So we could go even ahead, and if we wanted to, we could go grab that other person, come back here, and hire mercenaries, and that way, all of the mercenaries that you hire here will be starting at level 8 instead of level 6. So, if you're tempted to get a mercenary here, just go ahead and finish up the next introduction to the next quest, and then you can go ahead and buy your mercenaries. The other use of mercenary tokens.
Nothing, is it?
Really have it out for poor Alguin, don't they?
The other use of the mercenary tokens is to head downstairs to the review board, which I believe we need to go do to clear up this chain, right? So we're going to go ahead and, yeah, head downstairs to clear that up. But that'll unlock the ability to gain further levels here. And we're wanting to go with priestly vestments. In this case, I will go priestly vestments on her, because we got those shoes for her, and those are going to give her a bonus to her damage. However, I very much recommend, even if you're going for an intelligence caster, I very much recommend going with the power robes instead of the mana robes. The reason being is the power robes versus the mana robes one doesn't give, like, it says it's focused on granting its user high focus and spell points. However, the amount of intelligence that you get for the mana robes versus the amount that you get from the power robes, the power robes gets enough mana, like it's not all that much different. Sorry, power robes get enough intelligence, and it's not all that much different between the two. And the power robes give an incredibly high amount of strength. So if you need any strength at all, I suggest going for the power robes. If you've got the Grand Conjurer, which we'll discuss later, that's going to be scaling off of your strength. So that's going to be really important. Dragon Breath will scale off of strength. Charged Bolt. The only things that don't are things like Arcane Barrage, Mangar's Mind Jab, and over here, Mangar's Mallet. So those are the things that scale with intelligence, and they're the only abilities that scale with intelligence. So I do suggest the power robes. The other option is Elven, which you could choose that as well, but usually the power robes are pretty good. I'm going to go with priestly vestments with mana robes though, just because we're not going to be keeping these guys around for too long, and this will help in the short term. So let's go ahead and see if we can buy some stuff from Rosco. So with these new robes, we can, of course, get some tattered priestly vestments. They're not exactly the best, but they will give us a good bonus, +1 con, +1 spell point, +1 intelligence, and +1 strength. For only 55. So it's a pretty good deal for now. So I'm going to buy those, and I'm going to buy a dirk, because we're going to need that for our new person. My question is, did we sell that other wand? We did. We shouldn't have sold that other wand. We could also get a upgraded staff, but I think I can pass on the staff. You know what? It's shopping time. Let's buy it all. Let's splurge a little bit. We'll go ahead, grab ourselves an apprentice sandals as well. No, we don't need one, right? Because we got priestly sandals for her, and apprentice sandals for our other person that we're about to get. Although it is very tempting to instead go for apprentice sandals, because the option of reducing spell point costs of your next spell is actually quite good. However, you know what? I will buy them. And we'll swap out between the two of them for depending on when we need them.
Don't keep me waiting here. I can't bear it.
Some instances, the two intelligence isn't going to be nearly as valuable or important as the other stuff. So, with that, we can go ahead and start up the quest for saving Mage Alguin. Before we actually head in, we're going to go take a pause and do a couple other things.
Torn apart, right in front of me. I didn't know whether to
Is the ground shaking?
Alduin's Gate Key.
It infuriates me how the Fatherites have turned folk against the Trow.
Nothing new. We Trow are used to being hated. It's practically a tradition.
It isn't right. I've never met a devious Trow, and yet...
It's our faces, I think. For a lot of folk, ugly and evil go hand in hand.
Alright, let's talk to Stony here.
Hello, young'un.
And he's going to have a little bit of info for us.
Admiring the standing stones, eh? Well, they ain't just to look at least they didn't used to be. There's circles just like these all over Keith, and in my day, if you stood in one and whistled the right tune, why, you'd be whisked off to any other circle you fancied. We called it the High Road. These days, though, only this one works. T'other's been knocked down, overgrown, or become the lairs of evil beasts. But if some young adventurer was to seek 'em out and put 'em right, well, the old high road might just live again. Who knows?
The awkward part is you need 2 stones in order for this to work at all.
You already know the whistle that wakes up the stones. It's the same as got you into the Adventurers Guild. We adventurers took it for our own when everyone else forgot it.
Let's play the Wildland Whistle. Gain the trust of other adventurers and activate the standing stones. So as you can see, this is the map. And we're over here in Scarabray. This is the map, or this is the stone in Scarabray below. This is the Stenish Isles, and this is the Einar territory. And then down here we have the Herrenhold, and that's where I believe we sent Dalglish. It might actually be somewhere else that we sent to warn them, and I'm not entirely sure. However, this is the one place that we have open. So I'm going to actually show you guys the Herrenhold. This is somewhere that you're going to be coming a lot later, but this is where you can access it first. It's got a save here. You can go this far, don't go any further, because if you do and you're not prepared, well, let's just,
Hey,
let's just say this. This guy? Scary? Yeah, it's not showing his level. He's level 250 or something. Or more. Yeah, when he roars, if you do not take a step back, he will find you. Instantly. So, be very careful. That was actually a little scary. So, this Dwarven altar, this is another place you can go if you need the extra help and you've got the extra coin. The Dwarven altar here says, "What is a coin when the heart's forlorn? Make an offering and be reborn." So, with this, you can, instead of giving it to the review board, you can instead choose to give a mercenary token to the altar and get them to reset their stats. So, instead of the review board, you can come here. Alternatively, you can throw a different coin in there. So, let's just go ahead and offer a coin. It says the fire briefly flickers and the coin vanishes. Okay, what about 10 coins? Skiat. The flames rise higher before quickly returning to normal. Your 10 coins are gone. And 100 coins? The fire roars and magical sparks fly from the brazier, then returns to normal. Your 100 coins are gone. So we could offer 1,000 coins, but we don't have it. So let's just step away for now. There is something that you can get once you do get 1,000 coins and offer it to the altar. So I guess I won't keep it hidden. You can pay 1,000 for every 1,000 coins you pay to that altar. You're actually able to get a mercenary token. So let's go ahead and continue. Spells is what she sells. She sells? He sells? Buy the she shows. Okay, never mind. Let's see. Quests. Tracking. Spells is what we sells. Oh, we sells, not he sells or she sells. Okay, I'm actually not that great at tongue twisters, apparently. Okay, so, to your right...
We were bad once, you know. The Trow.
Crux lives.
We'll find
Let us
a
hope his
grappling hook up
master
here.
does too.
Ah, you finished... You cut off... Oh, that's a shame. They cut off Ringneck from his voice line there. Every time you pass this line, a new voice line starts. I think. Okay, maybe not. Maybe it's only after every certain amount of time.
Good day.
Mage Alguin is besieged by fiends! Hurry!
Hello,
this way!
Crux. This is our practitioner friend that is actually not any race that is playable. He is actually a demon. And yeah, you can see he starts at level 8. And this slot now becomes locked. So we're not able to fill the party on our own here. We found another rune here.
Oh, right.
You'll see the
You can't
activate button
fly,
right
can
over
you?
here.
Wait a minute, wait a minute. I know a
And a
song.
shrine.
I'll teach it to you. An old dwarf song. I'm Crux, by the way. Mage Alguin's Familiar. The song is called The Stone Remembers. It goes like this. There, good
we
as
go.
new. Now follow me, but be careful. The place is crawling with goblins, trow, and evil men.
And there is a Heidi Bane mark here. A nice Trow cache that's going to give us Dragon Bile Bomb. So we can go in here, and that's what I would usually do if I wasn't on a different mission right now. We will save Mage Alguin in a moment. Yeah, I'm sorry. I know that we're supposed to hurry and we're supposed to save the friend, but just give me a little moment here. Okay, so I guess now that we have our new person, we can actually go and equip our people with their items. Let's see, filter to weapons. Okay, this wand is going to be better. That's why I bought it for him. Because I knew that he started with a not so great, not so great weapon. I forgot I also already had a dirk, but this one gives intelligence as well, so...
How may I help?
Actually, wait a second. Splintered Staff gives 1 constitution, 1 strength, or 2 strength and an intelligence. Crux isn't going to need much intelligence. Maybe if I give the Splintered Staff... No, no, she already got a Splintered Staff. Never mind. She got a upgrade there. So she now has the Splintered Staff that gives her +1 Constitution and +1 Strength, more than what she already had.
Now what?
And then we'll go over here. We'll give Crux the Dirk that'll instead of the Rusty Dirk, for +1 Intelligence and +2 Strength. And we'll swap over to Armor here. He cannot use the Tattered Priestly Vestments. The Apprentice Hood that we have here is the same and will offer no benefits. We can give him the Apprentice Sandals. And for now, I'm going to go ahead and give give Green Lady the Priestly Sandals, as well as the Tattered Priestly Vestments. So that'll give her +1 Constitution, Spell Point, Intelligence, and Strength. Much better. Oh, hey. Looks nice, too. Kinda shimmery. Alright. So we're at 14 Strength and 14 Intelligence for the Green Lady.
Yes?
13 Strength and 9 Intelligence for Crux. And with those upgrades, we can continue. Of course, the Giant is still over here. And we'll deal with him. However... yeah,
no
he's still
victory
red.
possible here.
Okay, maybe we'll need to level up a little bit more before we get to him.
Eh?
So, the Blazing Star is, of course, off cooldown, and we've got a green fight up ahead. So let's go ahead, snuff the torch, hide in the shadows, and ambush these Trows.
Seem right. There they are! Your story ends here.
I am going to... Well,
Now what? Here.
Once we get some elven armor on this, or elven boots at least on this guy, he's going to be a lot more efficient because he would be able to move over, get a free attack, and be able to get 2 attacks with the, using a move, a free attack, and a 1-cost attack. We only have 2 opportunity right now because we used the torch and have half of our 4. I really want to deal with these shooters here because they are going to be an issue.
Yes?
Yes?
What can I do?
What?
I want to also... I was going to say remind me, but unfortunately, a pre-recording's not going to really help with the reminding. I'm gonna swap out Crux's spells, and we're actually
On
gonna go
your
over
word.
the spells that he actually got. Until then, though, I think I'm just gonna go with a Arcane Barrage on this guy.
Aye.
And I'm going to just move over here, use Hide in Shadows, and make sure this guy does not give us any more trouble.
What do you want me to do?
Ready for orders.
I am also going to use our 2 free movement to rearrange
Take your
Crux
time.
here. That's not what I wanted to do.
Eh?
Oh, that's a shame. Oh well. If I moved her over here and then I moved her back, then Crux would be in front. He'd be able to
What do you
use
want me to do?
this ability to swap them again, but not gonna work. So I guess we'll have to just do damage to this guy instead.
Command me.
Ready.
On your word.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and use
Cheers,
Trow Season.
friends.
Who's gonna be in trouble here?
Here to serve.
I'm probably going to give it to Green Lady, because she has the lowest health right now, and she's in melee range of this other guy.
Ready, I
Command
suppose.
And who is... Oh my! Oh, poor Crux. See, that's why I was concerned about the archers. Yeah, alright. So, party member is down. One of our adventurers has been incapacitated. However, they are not dead, and if you win the fight, they'll stand back up with 25% of their health. So essentially, I suppose it's kind of like D&D. When you're dropped to 0 hit points, you go unconscious. And, well, healing spells don't work on them.
For orders.
However, at the end of combat, we'll be able to heal them up later, and they'll be fine. But, of course, if we win, or I mean, if we lose everyone, then there will be no one to give first aid, there will be no one to help them out anymore.
Yes?
What should I do?
So unfortunately, now we can't use Crux.
Ready when you are.
But we do need to,
At your command.
deal with this
excuse
archer, and quickly. Alright, we stunned the archer. Good news. I'm going to move back here,
Yeah.
and let Ringneck go ahead and do some extra damage. We don't want that archer to get another turn
Speak.
there.
Here to serve.
Once again, Sanctuary score on Green Lady.
What should I do?
Grows.
Fortunately, we're not going to have another person one-shot, because we don't have to deal with the Trow archer.
Through.
So,
You don't even try.
Ready.
yeah. Sanctuary score OP. We entirely negated all of the damage that they were doing to her. And that was with 2 attacks as well.
I beg your
Okay.
pardon.
Here.
How much damage do we need for this? I'm gonna go ahead and use Thundering Smash. And then use Linking Assaults to swap with... swap over here, I think.
Command me.
And then Melody is going to move over to the side. Oh, it's on cooldown. Okay.
Yeah.
And then Shiv, this guy.
Ready for orders.
Oh, we're out of drinks. Okay, we need to make more drinks. I had forgotten. Okay, I'm just gonna kill that guy with the Arcane Barrage. Green Lady is likely to take some damage here.
Give me your best.
They only have a single ability though, so she's okay.
At your command. Please excuse
Ready when you are.
Here.
Oh, right, she has the
Ready.
priestly stuff and not...
Command me.
okay, yeah.
I beg your pardon.
Ready.
She's got the priestly vestment boots and the priest boots and not the other one.
What are you waiting for?
Ow.
Ready.
That was painful. I should have moved in front of her. Okay, so that was a little bit of a tougher fight than anything else we've had. But I think that has to do with the fact that A, there was archers, and B, this time we didn't exactly have our fighter in order to taunt and protect the backline. So we have a rogue and 2 practitioners. The rogue is going to be a little bit tankier shortly. Please don't sneak up behind me. That would be scary, Mr. Giant. Because, yeah, I don't want to fight you right now, especially when everyone's very low on health. Okay, with that, let's eat some soup. Everyone deserves some soup. Did we make soup here? Looks like we didn't make soup. Guys, make some soup. Okay, we learned the pie and sweet bun recipes, as well as a porridge recipe. I should organize my inventory between episodes here. Not going to do that right now. Cooking herbs, we can go ahead get some of them. Which we'll... Oh, I guess we already had some. We can use the broth. We can craft the broth, and we don't have stuff for the soup. Oh, we're out of onions. Okay, then. You guys can eat broth instead. Or drink some broth. It's still pretty tasty, don't worry about that. And also we can make some steak. Anyone want steak? There you go. All healed up now. So, we're going to go ahead and level up. Oh, Green Lady leveled up again. Let's see. Defense, meditation. Ah, meditation. She needs to grab bonus intelligence. That is her thing. Her intelligence. Soul Leech also wouldn't be bad. That allows spells to crit and regain spell points. Okay, so we cleared Rosco's. Oh hey, we have our spell to break this now. Our song. We can go ahead and use Galfane's hammer to break down the cracked wall. And we've got this over here. This Shrine of Herodite. Everyone gains some XP, and that'll be a level up for both Melody and Ringneck. However, don't go any further, guys. If you don't have a stealth ability, walking up here is very risky.
Awaits us if we take this
That's
fight.
a 95
but
power
I
fight.
am ready.
That is almost double the strength of the giant. So we're not going to be able to take that down right away. Was there anything else over here? Ah. This mark. We can remove that mark. Hiding main cache. The paladins are still there. Actually, we can use Jono's eyes down here. You can see that there are paladins over there. There are paladins over there. Oh, those guys are right nearby.
Threat to us.
Unfortunately, I'm not gonna go against them because our torch is exhausted. We essentially, in order to maximize the amount of gold that we're going to be able to get, and being able to spend that gold on upgrades for our party, we are going to want to only take the green fights when our torch cooldown is, Oh, there he is. I'm like, is he close? Giant is roaring at us over there. We only want to take those green fights when we actually have the torch off cooldown. So, remember, you can take a fight, and then you can, let's see. Yes, you could take a fight with the torch, and then you have to fight 2 other combats in order for it to refresh. So, we took it just now, so we'll need to find 2 other things to fight before we can fight a green thing again. So, with that, let's go ahead and... Okay, before this, I have another thing I want to do. Before we return to Rosco. As you saw, we just found a Hidebane cache, and there's a bunch of those all over Skarbray below. So I'm gonna go ahead and sweep by over here, find all the things that we haven't found yet. Over here, we also know the stone remembers now, so we can actually go ahead and repair this save stone, consume it, and get some more XP that way. Every little bit of XP from those things counts and adds up a lot. So,
Yes?
we forgot to return to the review board. Okay. Slightly sidetracked. Return to the review board, and then we can level up our people, because they can't level up right now.
Stay in the camp.
We're going to go ahead and upgrade Ringneck's lockpicking, so that we'll be able to get the equipment out of the certain master chests, or the master lockpick chests that we found around the place. And Melody, she's probably just going to go with strength. Getting that strength and that early power means that we'll be able to do a lot more with her, and she'll feel a lot more impactful.
Welcome back, adventurers. You have returned to us because you seek more knowledge. Let us see if your recent actions merit it.
Review board, how have we done?
You have aided friends of the guild in their pursuit of justice for the downtrodden. This is a worthy deed.
Oh, good. That's all we need to do. They just called us worthy?
It is the opinion of this board that your actions have earned you the right to further knowledge. Congratulations. You are free to advance.
And with that, we are no longer bound. At least on the first level. So we can go ahead, pop up our skills.
Yep.
Ringneck, he could go with strength, but there's two things that I would like to get for him I want to go ahead and get the Master Lockpick here. Because that way he'll be able to open those chests for us. The other thing that I was considering was the Cold Cock ability. And that's the mental damage, attack, and the chance to cause stunned. If you get the secondary weapon for that, you could actually increase the chance to stun up to 100% with that ability, if it's used with stealth. So, that's going to be very valuable. Actually, we've got everyone here. Let's go ahead, return to Rosco, and we'll do the rest of the stuff in the next episode, because it's starting to get about that time. I wasn't sure how long all of these little errands would take, but that way we can break up the episodes. One episode will be spells is what we sell,
Back again.
and the other one can be a stab in the dark.
Have you chased the Trow from the Emporium?
Yes, we have. They're gone.
Fantastic! Now I can get back to business. Please, next time, visit me there. I assure you what I offer you there will be far superior to what I've shown you here.
I thank you.
Thank you.
And we get some XP for that as well.
To you.
300
See you
XP
at the
for finishing the
Emporium.
quest. And, right, Melody can level up as well. And she's going to go ahead and, yeah, I think she'll just go with strength. Or, actually, I'm going to get Mean Drunk. Mean Drunk, after chugging, you can throw your mug and deal 5 physical damage. So, having that 5 physical damage attack, essentially, for free, once per turn, I think is going to be nicer than getting the +2 strength and adding, like, 1 damage to our abilities. So, I'm going to start with the Mean Drunk. That'll benefit us most in the early game, and it'll be even better in the late game. Certain people we don't want to have Mean Drunk, and we'll get to that later. But, yeah, until then, yeah, it's going to help us out a lot. Because if ever we need to do just that little bit of damage, or yeah, anytime that we need to just do a little bit of damage, but we don't have the opportunity for it, that's our option. So we can actually go ahead, look at our quests again, and, take the high road. Activate other standing stones. Okay, that'll be a while. We can't do that as long as we're in Scarabray. Return to the review board. We did that. Kind of. A stabbing headache. Defeat the cultists and stop the ritual. Strange sounds and lights are coming from over near Hawkins castle, as are tortured screams. Maybe someone needs our help. Well, that'll have to be for next time. We'll go ahead, do a stabbing headache, and I'll give you a little sneak peek as well. We're going to go finish and fight that giant. You saw how he was red? We can do it. We've been leveling up a little bit. We can beat him. It'll be a hard fight, but I think we can do it. Alright, we'll have to see about that and wait until next time. Thank you all for joining us for this episode. And yeah, I would hope to see you on stream games Monday, Wednesday, and Friday if you're interested in that. We stream from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. Central Standard Time if you'd like to join us. And I would love to have you. Until then, however, we'll see you next time. Farewell, everyone.